Hey there, this is Mike from TabSite. Going to take you through a demo of setting up a sweepstakes app today. The sweepstakes app allows you to easily create and run a contest that you can use on your website by embedding it on a mobile device. It's mobile friendly, or a Facebook page app. And so we're going to go through this and show you how to set it up. Basically, a sweepstakes, again, is a tool where there's going to be a simple form, and users can enter for a chance to win. Now, the value to you as a business is that you gain all the email addresses to build your email list for you, and we offer a number of integrations so that people submitting that entry form can automatically be added to a list, such as a MailChimp list or a Sendy list, and we're looking at more of those integrations. But basically, any form data that is captured, you can export and upload then to any email system that you use. So let's just take a look at the back end of the Sweepstakes app. So when you come into the TabSite Manager for the first time, you're going to be on the Add App page, and we have a list of the different apps for contests, for coupons, photo and video, social apps. So those are all the details there. You can read about any one of them by going to the Info button, and we're basically going to set up a sweepstakes app, so I'm going to add that here now. And when I add it, it automatically opens up the setup area. So if I want to name my sweepstakes, this is just for my internal use, I can say this is a demo sweepstakes. Now, again, when do I want it to start and when do I want it to end, and what is my time zone? So we go through, all the different pieces of time zones there. And let's say that's for 14 hours, or I'm sorry, 7 days. And let's say we want to have it end at 5 o'clock at the p.m. Chicago Central Standard Time on August 14th. Now, if I do want email submissions to go through, I can set that up to email me each entry if I want to. And that's an option that you can go through, or you can disable that, and they'll be stored in the back-end database. So that is my area, and I can proceed to the next step, which is all of these here. So we're going to go to Live Sweepstakes next. I'm going to push the arrow to advance, and this is where I set up the sweepstakes form and images. We have a number of options here on the sweepstakes layout. So I can have my image at the top, then my text and an entry form, or I can do variations of these where my image is on the left, text is on the right, entry form is here, and then I can move these around as well. So let's just go with the last one where I have the image at the top. I'm going to move my text area to the right if I want, and I can do that, and I can move it back, and by the blue, that's telling me it's there. So I have image top, text left, entry form right. All right, so now I'm on the entry form, and by default, we'll give you a number of fields, the basics: first name, last name, and email address. And this is the opportunity for you to add more fields. So you can add fields here, and these are different types. So you can actually add, radio buttons, checkboxes, a drop down if you want to capture more information. Now, just keep track of that, because the more fields you have, the less people complete the form, the less entries that you have. So you want to keep it to the bare minimums of what's going to be useful for you. And I recommend leaving it as it is: first name, last name, and email address. You can always change the order of these, and you can edit what is, if it's required or not. So if I want to make sure I get the first name, I want to mark that as required. And email address, I want to make sure that I get the email address, so I'm going to mark that as required. Again, that was in the little edit pencil box there. And then what do I want to say when it is required? So if I'm in Spain and I want to put that in Spanish, I can change the text here. Or if I want to change what my button says for this, I can do that. So let's just say enter to change our text area. Then these tabs tell me what else I can do. So this would be my text area. Enter sweepstakes below. I'm going to add some text on that just so you can see it. Chance to win a great prize. This is where your details will be. I'm not going into a lot of detail here, but you would want that. And again, the image area, we said we're going to have it at the top of our page. We already gave you a default image that you can use if you want to. And let me just go down and show you the other options. Open the image library is your images that you have previously loaded in TabSite, and we also have a great Canva integration. Canva has a number of templates that you can use, and so if we click this, Canva would open right here, and we can see their contest templates. But for time, I'm just going to keep on going with what I have right now and advance through the next steps. So now I'm on the form options. Do I want to limit by email address? So if you only want one entry allowed per email address, you would click this, and then there's some options. Do you want one entry per email address or one entry per 24 hours? And then what do you want to say when they've reached their entry limit? Now, a couple key options are allowing them or making sure that they need to agree to terms and add a newsletter checkbox. This is a very important one that you want to do if you're trying to opt them in to your email list. You want to make sure you have this here, and you can word that according to what you want. We give you some basic terms, and you can always adjust these terms there as well. So I'm going to leave those as they are. Move on to the next field, which is the thank you message. So after they have completed the form, what do you want them to see and to know? Okay, so we have a text and an image checked here as the options, which is a great starting point. And so basically the text would say thank you for entering, and there can be an image on top. Let's check that out, and we have a image in there now that's going to say thank you. Again, we could go through those steps to customize whatever we want, or we can choose the other option, which is a response URL. So if you have a thank you page on your website that you want to direct them to, then you could enter that here. So I'm going to go back up to my response page and use that one. There is the option to put a form at the end as well if you want to capture more information after they have entered. So that's a way to ensure you get the basics and get them opted in, and then to offer the potential for more information afterwards. If you did create that optional form and they need to submit that, you would fill this out for what you want them to see after that fact. All right, so then the next area is terms. Again, you need to outline what your terms of your contest are, who it's available to, who cannot enter, what the rules are, and that's we give you a sample, and you can customize that according to your nation, local area rules. We also outline a rules page, and so you can display this link so people can access that. What are the official rules here governing this sweepstakes, and as well your privacy policy. You can customize that, change the language to meet your needs there. A couple key features that we offer are the ability to do a pre-sweepstakes. So you could have a countdown, which would give you the ability to have a clock counting down. Now, this is a great thing to do. I always recommend that you set up something that's a pre-contest entry point, because you want to get that live and have something in there, contest coming soon, and also perhaps have the countdown timer going. And that alerts people ahead of time, because you need to do some communication before your sweepstakes starts. So get it live, get some type of countdown going, so that you can then share information on Facebook via email, on your website that, hey, this contest is going to start on such and such a date. And you for best results, you need to let people know it's coming so they're aware of it, so that when it starts, then they've already known about it, they're looking forward to it, they come and want to enter. So take advantage of the pre-sweepstakes area, set that up with, again, text, image, countdown, whatever choices you want there. And of course, when the contest is over, so once that date is reached that we had set back here, of August 14th at 5 p.m., if somebody comes back at 5:15 p.m., then what do we want them to see? This contest is over. Winner's going to be announced on such and such a date. You can fill that area in so that those coming back, and it's automated. You don't have to touch it after it's done. If they load the contest to view it after the contest is over, they would see this information. So it's a great way to take care of it. Then, finally, we give you the option of how you want to pick a winner. Now, we don't have any entries here, so there's no other settings here. But if you came back at 5:15 on August 14th when your contest was over and you had 100 entries here, then you have the option to say, how many winners are there going to be? And if you say 1, then it'll randomly generate a winner for you from all those entries, and you'll be able to export that. Now, there's a few other settings. So if you're going to use it on Facebook, we allow you to connect and say what Facebook page is it going to go to, what do you want that tab app to be called. We give you some options for the 111 by 74 app image that would show on the Facebook page. And again, you can design those options in Canva. So that's the Facebook option there if you're going to deploy it on Facebook. Then we have some promotion tools that at the top of your page, do you want to, and we recommend this highly, that you have the social sharing buttons enabled, and you can customize them. So, what it's going to say if they share it on Facebook, the title and the description, that's a way for you to get more promotion value out of it. As well, if you have the tweet button activated, you can have the tweet information there, which is a great way to customize, bring people back, use your hashtag, and we'll automatically add the link to that. So when they tweet that, they would come back to your tab for you. Okay, a couple other options: a blog web callout that you could use to create one to add in the sidebar of your blog. We give you some options to do post planning, so you can schedule out communication, contests coming, sweepstakes coming, sweepstakes, ending soon, all those details. We have integrations with Buffer, Sendable, and Hootsuite for you to do that. And if you want to allow comments on your contest page, you can also do that. We have a couple of gate options. Now, gates are in front of the contest, and so you can have a like gate so that people would have to log into Facebook and like the page right there while they're there before they can gain access to enter the contest. Or you can have a form gate where they have to enter, a simple form like, their name and email address before they get access to the contest. So again, multiple form options there, multiple ways to capture information. The basics are, keep it simple. Think through your process. Don't make it too cumbersome or complex. You want to, your goal is to get entries. And so, what is of value to you? That's what's going to govern your process there. If you're trying to gain Facebook fans, then you'd want to have a like gate on there as well. We have a few options in the advanced. You can add a extra header image at the top. You can customize some of the styles. If you're more advanced, your web developer can get involved. They can customize, some more of the fields, custom CSS options there. And we integrate with Facebook pixel tracking. So again, if you want to drive people to the tab and then remarket to them on Facebook, you can create a Facebook custom audience, get the pixel code, put that in here, so people that come here, you could then retarget. We also offer Facebook's pixel conversion code, so that if you put this would go on the thank you page, you put that in there, and so only those people who have submitted an entry. So if you had 500 people submit an entry, and you had that, you went to Facebook, created the conversion code, got the code that they offer, placed it in here, then on Facebook you could go back and set up an ad to run just to those that had entered. This is a great tool to use because you can do a custom Facebook ad message that says, hey, thanks for entering our contest. You might not have won, but here's a discount code, that type of thing. So you can reach just that audience. So if there's, 500 people that entered, only those 500 people could see that ad. Great tool there. Now, for those using, where English isn't the first language, we give you the ability to customize all the various fields where English is used so that you can use your own language there. You go through those details. For the mobile, we give you a couple options because Facebook doesn't natively show you the app, or it doesn't show you the tab in the Facebook app. And so what do you want them to do if they're on a mobile version? Do you want them to have a like gate? A like gate can be a little bit more cumbersome on a mobile device, so you could turn that off for just mobile users if you want. And then once you get into the contest, your analytics will go up. So you have a number of variables to show. If you're running it on Facebook, your website, and on a landing page, you could tell the views from the different areas. So where you're getting traction, this is where you'll be able to export your entries and view all that information and quick access to the pick winner again. But this is your analytics and export area. As well, we give you the ability to create a custom landing page for your contest. Now, I do have a landing page example up here that I've created, let me see, this is for an ebook I'm using, but you get the idea. So I've created a custom landing page. This gray bar, I have total control over what color I want that to be, and this is the title. I added an image, and I have a form that they can download an ebook, but this is your custom landing page, and it's a great tool to use. You can set up your directory, so your brand name could go here, and then the name of this sweepstakes or contest could go here, and then once it'll create and generate a URL right here for you to use. With landing page, you can also use all those Facebook and tracking extras, Google Analytics, and the CSS customization to give you more advanced functionality, but particularly that pixel tracking code can be useful, because if you drive people to the landing page, and then you can use Facebook ads to reach them again on Facebook after that. Now, integration. So with your form, as we talked about, we have MailChimp and Sendie integrations, and everything is stored. So if you use something else other than those, you always can just export from the CSV and then upload to your email system. But we do have some integrations here that allows that to automatically happen, and looking at trying to add more of those in the future. So those are the basics. Now let's go back down here, and I can look at the previews of them. So let's just take a look at the web preview first. So this is the sweepstakes that we created. Remember, I added that text, enter sweepstakes, complete form for chance to win. And I had said image top, text left, form right. So here's the details. This is what it looks like. I can see it on the live version. I can see what the pre-sweepstakes would look like based on what information I put in. Those are my social sharing buttons I added. I can see what it's going to look like at the end, and I didn't add any information there. That's why there's nothing there. I can see what my thank you after they've submitted says, and if I had an opt-in form, I could view that one. So we're going through all the details there that you would need to preview ahead of time. That was the web view. I mean, Facebook view is going to look basically, the same. There's just be within the Facebook page. The landing page gives you a little bit more detail. If I would have added my header coloring bar up there, I would have seen that piece. So those are the basics. And on the mobile view, just giving you a responsive view of this. So on the mobile, your image is and your everything shifts so that it works well on a mobile device. So that's ready to go for you. And let's see. I think I've covered all the basics there. So then I can just save my app at any point in time. And it's told that I've saved it, but the app has not been published. To publish this, select the publish option for the My Apps tab. Okay, so I'm going to hit OK, and I'm right here. It's unpublished. Let me just take a little side view to give you have a bunch of tools right here that I want to point out. This is a quick access to changing, adding it to Facebook page, doing those type of things. So always reference this quick action drop down menu here, but let's go ahead and publish this app now. It's going to run me through a process. What Facebook page do I want to add it to? So I would need to use add to fan page to push that to the Facebook page. If I want to add it to a website or blog, I need to enter the domain there, and once that domain is entered, then it would generate the code. I would be able to copy that code and add it to my website. So let's just do that quick. And it's generating that code for me. Now, the last important piece is your smart URL. This is the URL that you need to use in your publicity so that mobile users have access to the campaign if they're trying to reach you on Facebook. So again, if you post a newsfeed post to your Facebook page, you want to post this smart URL because Facebook does not natively give access to apps on mobile devices, and so we overcome that by using this. So when they click on our smart URL in the newsfeed, wherever they're at, we can detect, are they on a mobile or on a desktop? If they're on a desktop, we can take them right to Facebook and show them that. If they're on a mobile device, we can give them a alternative view that works. So this is very important to use the smart URL, and this is where you get it. You can just click on that, and that will copy it to your clipboard, and you're ready to go. Now, if you're not using the sweepstakes on Facebook, you can also change where you want them to go. So if you want them to go to a website or to the microsite landing page, you can do that. But so let's say you're just running it on your website, on your blog, you can specify that web page where it is so that we direct them there. Okay, I'm going to go back to Facebook and generate that. Let's see. So it is published. Now, I did not add to my fan page, so it would not be live on the Facebook page. That's the last step. And now when we're done, we see it is published. Now, if I had pushed it to Facebook, it would be there. And if I wanted to remove it, I would need to come down and use this remove from fan page to remove it from my Facebook page. So that's the basics of setting up a sweepstakes app. Hopefully that's helpful for you. Take care. This is Mike.